Hey everyone, a Thursday update from Tony George here, DocSports.com, free Major League Baseball day. Big one out in the West, big series going on here. It's going to be the Dodgers and the Giants. We'll talk about this game tonight. A quick update here. We haven't been with you on videos for a couple days. I did put out the American League on Twitter. I told you I'll put out free plays on Twitter if I'm not putting out videos. And of course, we had the AL there, minus the 105, got the win for you. I have been struggling with COVID mightily over the past 4 or 5 days. So, no joke. No joke. Great weight loss program. Can't get out of bed. Body aches so bad. 103-degree temperature. Not hungry. Can't smell. Can't taste. And your stomach's tied up in knots. So, nice little 7-pound weight loss here over the past 5 days. Hello. But nonetheless, and dehydration. But nonetheless, I'm on the upside. So just like Joe Biden this week, I got COVID. But nonetheless, survived, and here we go. We're ready to rock and roll, ready to crank it up here. We ended the first half in Major League Baseball. We started out the year rough. We had a hell of a comeback. Since June 11th, plus $4,855 to the good and plus 56 units. So we're ready to go. Build your bankroll for football. Doc Sports, free $60. Link in the description below. And we'll give you an update on what's going on the website. And we got an early game today in baseball, some WNBA, and an update on the Tony George podcast, which we've been trying to launch, and we're just kind of behind. This COVID thing really threw it to a mix. But nonetheless, tonight, you got the Dodgers, who are just, they ended the first half on a 20-5 run. Wow. Yeah, won, 11 out of their last 12. And it looks easy to take them with White on the hill tonight. With San Francisco in town. But things are always very dicey, after the All-Star break. They're actually dicey right before the All-Star break. But they're especially dicey the first week after the All-Star break. You're not getting, it breaks a lot of momentum, both good and bad. Teams that are doing bad have had time to reflect, maybe a little inner perspective, Also, teams that have been winning, like the Dodgers. That momentum is kind of taken away from you a little bit because you've just put a stop on everything. And so to get back in that groove, this, that, and the other. But one thing I do see tonight, I see a pitcher's duel, and I don't see either team lighting up the scoreboard tonight. I think it's going to be a really tight ball game. I mean, San Francisco's with Rodon on the hill has got a very good chance to win this game. And now San Francisco's lost twice. They've been in LA this year, but he gives them their best chance to beat the Dodgers. So I don't like the side play at all here. If I had a gun to my head, I'd probably take San Francisco, but I do like the under 8. I think that number's too high. I think it's around 110, 115 on the money line there on the under. I take the under 8 in this game tonight. I think both teams will be a little sluggish at the plate coming off the break, and you got a couple of really good pitchers that are rested. And that just lends credence to the under, in my opinion. That's your free pick. Over at the website, we have an afternoon game, 4-unit best bet in Major League Baseball. Going to kick it off with a win. WNBA, 4-unit best bet as well. Afternoon game today. Both games are afternoon games. My game's early. So be sure and jump on board over at DocSports.com. The Tony George podcast, we were going to launch it here in mid-July. We've had a couple of technical issues, for lack of a better term. It's going to be a video podcast twice a week. Raw, unfiltered, sarcastic, satirical, informative, engaging, interesting guests from all over the place. And that's still on board. It's going to be about another week or so. We'll get ready to launch it. We'll be ready for football. We'll be talking college and pro football futures, baseball, all kinds of interesting things. So that will be upcoming here. Looking forward to y'all getting hooked up and signing up and subscribing And looking forward to giving you some raw, unfiltered takes. Not going to be dropping F-bombs every other word or anything, but it's going to be out there and it's going to be a good one. And we're going to bring you some real interesting guests from all over the country. And some of the Docs guys as well. So that being said, people were asking about it. So that's what I would say by August 1st, we'll launch it and get it going. Going to be on Tuesdays and Fridays, twice a week. About an hour show. A lot of fun. Looking forward to you guys tuning in. Thanks for asking. Let's get it done today.